So,
Anyway.
Mike Tomlin's left.
Oh, what?
Yeah, just before we started recording, Mike
Hmm.
Tomlin's announced he's
No
stepping
way.
down.
Are you taking
Yeah.
a piss?
No, I thought everyone would come on here with a hot take on it. And I'm
I've
surprised
not
it
even
was the
seen
first
that.
thing you mentioned. But you go, no, we have to talk about Martin Keown first before we can get down to
Hold on, I'm having to
actually
put this
talking
on
about
now.
football.
Yeah. I thought somebody would have
What, has he
mentioned
been
that.
sacked? Has he just gone?
He's gone. I think his contract was up for renewal anyway, but he's stepping down.
Oh, wow.
Well, I never. And on pod record as well.
Oh, what? Look at that. I don't understand. Does that mean it's like not been offered or just he's just saying I'm going anyway?
I believe they were due to talk about it at the end of the season, but he's
Okay.
obviously gone. No, as has been mentioned plenty times, a reset is required.
Yeah.
Does he feel that he'll still be there in like 5 years' time? In which case, you go, no,
Possibly
there's
not,
someone else.
no.
So,
Wow. That's harsh, isn't it? I don't.
Mhm.
Is he a coach who's never had a losing season in it as well?
I've heard it mentioned once or twice.
Yeah. Just imagine you're going. Mind you could say he's had enough. It's
I think all
mediocrity
the
will get you.
all the sticky. The thing is, it hasn't been mediocrity, has it? It's been slightly above mediocrity. That's the problem.
Kind of worse, though, that, isn't it?
Yeah, so we always get 20 odd pick and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But it's
I
yeah,
think
it
we
doesn't
could.
surprise me, and I think it needed to happen in order for everything else that needs to happen to happen. So it
Excluding
doesn't make
the
sense.
excluding the Tomlin news, you could probably just copy and paste our conversation about the Steelers last year to this year because it's kind of exactly the same. Isn't
I
it?
don't know. I wasn't saying he'd go, but he should go. But I was saying it wouldn't surprise me if he went.
Mm.
That's the thing. But yeah, so what we've done is essentially wasted another year.
So do you think it's right for him to step down, or do you think he was never under the tools to succeed properly?
I think he's overachieved with what he
In the
had.
past, say, 5 years, has he not been handed the tools? I mean, it just said, right, you've got what you've got. Just keep doing what you're doing, or do you think they're expecting miracles? I just don't understand it.
I think the issues with everyone's going, oh, what a great thing it is to have all these winning seasons and that. You go, yeah, it is, but occasionally you need to suck in order to get draft capital in order to rebuild, and so it's been lots of papering over cracks. I think at Pittsburgh for the best part of a decade. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I think he's overachieved in that he's kept getting winning records with pretty poor rosters. When we should be a few years ago, should have been the point where we go, all right, this is our 3-win season, and we end up in first in the draft. We didn't. We just ploughed on, and and I feel bad already for whoever's coming in
because it's Rooney. It's run by Rooney, isn't it? The owner. Yeah.
The
so do you think it's
manager?
That's right. So do you think because they never really make big jumps or anything for? I know they did for.
I don't. That's what I mean. I think he had to walk. They weren't going to get rid of him.
Yeah, I know they did for Metcalf, but they never really excited you, did they? Like the draft picks were always the same. If you're a lineman, you've always got a good chance of being picked up by Pittsburgh. They're not an exciting brand.
They're not. They haven't been exciting since it was the 3Bs about 7-8 years ago. But the reason for that again is that
B. Smith
and the Golden Girls.
Oi! How dare you? Fucking hell! Don't come on here with no knowledge of who B. Smith is. That's just fucking offensive.
The fuck's B. Smith?
He used to be the running back for Niners.
This is why Edgy hasn't been on the pod, does.
Oh, is it fucking what's the thing called?
Yeah.
Wentworth.
Yeah.
Prisoner.
Yeah. She was the main
Queen Bee.
I was going to say the picture I'm looking at when I googled it doesn't look like a running back to me.
She could have been.
To be fair, more of a fullback.
Yeah. No. So, are there any names banded?
It's literally happened just before so it happened about an hour ago now. It was just announced, and it was still saying, more when we get it. So it's literally just happened.
Can we say that for shits and giggles they go to the Ravens?
I don't think he'll go anywhere straight away. If he goes to the Ravens will be a lot better.
Yeah.
That would be good for shits and giggles, wouldn't it?
I would take Stefanski, but I don't think that will happen.
I'll tell you what, with Stefanski, it's very, very low key with Stefanski at the moment. Up and down the league.
I think he's got his pick and he's already decided where.
Brian's chipped in with Harbour. Is that he was the one from the Ravens, wasn't it? That'd be pretty funny if Harbour goes to the Ravens.
Straight swap.
Tomlin goes to.
I'll tell you now, if there's a straight swap, the Ravens win the division next year and we finish bottom. That's how I've got a lot more faith in Mike Tomlin than I have in John Harbour. Harbour's going to the Dolphins anyway, I think. I've heard.
I'm sure I read it was the Falcons, wasn't it?
Ireland.
What?
The Falklands
Islands.
I don't think they're. I thought that they were in Atlanta, but they might be.
It's just that I heard that orange man from Sky's going over as a special teams coach.
David Dickinson.
No.
Jeff Bollocks.
Jeff Reinhold, or whatever it's called.
Jeff Bollocks of the
Alouette
of the Whistler Improvers.
I'll tell you what, my latest thing that I saw was the interview by Rodgers, which looked like that's him done now. As he was saying how much he loved Pittsburgh and blah blah blah, but you usually say that
he's definitely not staying.
I think he's going to go.
Tomlin isn't there because Tomlin was the main reason he went there in the first place. So yeah, Rodgers will go. And like I say, I think long term this is what needed to happen. So Tomlin going, Rodgers going. You know, I said last year we shouldn't have re-signed TJ Watt. We should have traded and got the draft capital. This is why I'm not a. Well, the owners would have given him because they see him as the big icon.
Tomlin.
I don't know who was doing all the how much he was involved outside of like the coaching, but I know he's not that involved in on draft day because he was very pissed off that they drafted Kenny Pickett. So I don't think he's that involved on the draft side of things. So yeah, the front office is a problem, but they're not going to sack themselves, are they?
Yeah, just reading now. That's got to be. I reckon that's his decision to go. That
it is his decision. Yeah.
Yeah, can that's it. But it's
rather than like I say, rebuild will take 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He's obviously not thinking that'll be 24 years at the Steelers if I'm here at the end of that rebuild. And right now, he's only in his early 50s, but he's very young when he. I think he's second youngest quarterback winning coach. I think. So I think McVay beat his record, didn't he?
It surprised me, but not. It surprised me, but not. To be fair.
Yeah, I think he had to walk. They weren't going to fire him, so he had to make the decision.
But it's this time of season as well. We've seen all the sackings, haven't we, from the head coach, the coordinators, and everyone's just interviewing everyone. I think we interviewed like 5 or 6 for our offensive coordinator. Now we've got the quarterback coach who's stepped up as the offensive coordinator. Now, defensive coordinator for Washington, they are talking to actually, I think I rate him very highly from Minnesota. I can remember Flores. Brian
Flores.
Yeah.
Who's Robert Saleh?
He was Jets coach.
Then he went to 49ers defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's a really good DC, but a terrible head coach. Well, Flores was at Dolphins, wasn't he?
Yes.
He's early favourite for Steelers.
It's very early, though, that.
Well, yeah.
It is in an hour.
What's Barry Bakewell Bollocks?
Hence the word early.
Where's Allardyce going?
United. The point I was going to make is if you are going to get rid of your manager, surely now is the time to do it. Because obviously all these other teams are all on the lookout. You need to be in the hunt, don't you? Because you're sitting there watching all the good, managers, coaches, whatever, go to Pittsburgh, Arizona,
of the ones who've left since the end of the regular season, and I think it's like 8 now, is it?
I read 9 earlier, yeah.
Right, so there's 9 jobs to fill. Of those ones who've left, the only one I would say will take him at Pittsburgh out of those ones is Stefanski. Other than that, I would prefer we looked at someone from like a college team, something like that. So just something to freshen things up.
I think you've got to look for a head coach. What side of the ball do you want a head coach to be on at yours, offensively or defensive?
Depends who we bring in. I mean, if we can
But
get
you
a good
personally,
DC in, personally, if we get a good DC in, I would like an offensive.
no,
or
your
vice
head
versa.
coach. Head coach. What sort of head
That's
coach
what
are
I
you
mean.
looking for?
I would take an offensive minded head coach if we got a
Okay.
good DC in.
So that's when you go around looking at all the good teams that have done well on offense, who was their offensive coordinator, don't you? Then and say, yeah, you've done well here. Would you like to come and interview for us?
It's what the Bears did.
Yeah,
what the Bears have done.
It is exactly what the Bears did. And the Jets went the other way. They went Aaron Glenn defensively.
Is there an added pressure to? Was it? I read somewhere it's only your fourth manager since something like 1972 or something like that.
No, it's our third head coach in the NFL era.
So that's the 70s, though, isn't it? Is that right?
67, I think it started.
Fuck me. So I mean that's in itself, I always think is quite astounding in this day and age. But is there an added pressure to continue that long run? You know, get somebody in that are going to be in for 20 years.
I think what makes Pittsburgh such a good job for a coach to take is that they will be given time. Everything suggests that they'll be given time, but arguably too much time in some cases. But they will be
as long as they're
time.
not
So
tanking unnecessarily in the first. You know, if you go 0-10, maybe there's a conversation to be had.
Maybe, but I think most Steelers fans think that the reset is overdue. So we don't want to be in a position where we're 0-16. But if next year we only win like 3 or 4 and end up with a really high pick and stuff like that, a lot of fans will go, "We need it. That's what we need." We're in a decent position in terms of things like cap space and things like that. But bottom line is we have got to improve at so many areas. So it's reset time, I think, and it's the right thing to do. But yeah, obviously I'll miss Mike Tomlin because I like him a lot. I also like him as a guy. I think he seems a good guy. People say, will he go on TV? And I went, I kind of hope he does because he fucking hates the media.
I think he will. I think he's got a choice there.